Hi, I'm Lawrence, Director of Professional Services at Aspera Technology, and this is the third and final video in the series on how to be proactive as a SAM manager in this economic climate. If you haven't already watched the other two videos, please do so. There's some important information and context in those videos that we'll reference in today's video. Hopefully by now you've already got your renewal map and you've identified what vendors you're going to prioritize and focus on based on any spending trends, whether increasing or decreasing, that are important for your organization. You've also hopefully got some sort of organizational commitment or buy-in to some of these proactive SAM initiatives that you're going to be conducting in order to deliver some ROI that you may have committed to your organization. With this in mind, I now want you to take your list of vendors that you've prioritized and break them down individually by product families or product titles. Generally speaking, 80% of your ROI is going to come from 20% of those titles. And I want you to look at which titles represent the most amount of spend, but also the most opportunity for you, or the most amount of risk for you as well. Whether you've got technology or tools in place, or if you don't, most of these ITAM projects are going to be data collection heavy. And this is one of the reasons I wanted you to have organizational commitment to these activities, because you are going to need to be able to collect a lot of data and use that data to then influence and change things. And when I say influence and change, I'm talking about determining what levers you can pull in order to change your current software usage. So once you've established these are the licenses that you own and this is the software you're currently using, now I want to talk about some of the levers that you can pull, some of the tactics you can use to try and reduce your current spend. And one of them is going to be user consolidation. During the last few months, it's been a very difficult time for a lot of companies out there, and you may find there's been a lot of change in your organization. And that could be significant decrease in employees, or it could even be a slight increase in employees. Regardless, I want you to look at whether or not your current licensing for some of these vendors you've prioritized reflects your current employee base. If it doesn't, this is your first opportunity to try and identify cost savings. The next lever I want you to use is software reharvesting. It may be something that your organization's already doing, but it may be pretty passive, giving organizations or giving employees the option to remove software. Maybe for the next 6, 12, 18, 24 months even, your organization is willing for that to be a lot more proactive. It could be forced removal of unused software. However, if the software is still required, it can be redeployed. Changing policies like this, or being more proactive for existing policies, is going to help have an impact on reducing software spend, especially as you come up to renewal. The next lever I want you to look at is a license optimization. This is mainly effective for data center type environments, heavily virtualized environments, where a mixture of heavy versus not heavy virtualization might use two different license types, and that gives you an opportunity to make sure that you're effectively using the right license type based on your deployment footprint. And the final lever I want you to look at is infrastructure optimization. No one in your infrastructure team is typically deploying and managing infrastructure that's effective for software licensing. So I want you to look at what changes could be made to your infrastructure, to the way software is deployed, that's going to reduce your software spend overall. If you're able to achieve and produce the results and look at these 4 levers yourself, perfect, fantastic. Start with your vendor and your title priority list and start running through those activities. If you need to look at third parties, check and make sure that the third party can actually deliver results and optimization across those 4 categories that I mentioned. Also have a look at whether or not some of those third parties are going to want to complete an entire vendor assessment, or whether they are happy to pinpoint particular titles within a vendor, and whether those results can be faster and also they're more cost effective for your organization. That's it. Hopefully you've got a lot of good information out of this video series. Thank you again. My name is Lawrence. If you have any questions or you'd like any extra support, please go to our website, please reach out to us, and we'll be happy to get in touch. Thanks again, and you enjoy your day.